Alrighty, welcome everyone to another installment of Under the Radar. We are your host. I am Aiden, joined by my good friend here, Casey. We are going through the journey of the show that is Daredevil. I have seen this, but Casey has not. So I am trying to show him peak before the even more peak Born Again comes out in a few weeks.
God,
we are we are currently on episode 9. And, Casey, would you like to give a little recap of what happened last time?
I saw the light. I saw the light last episode. I get what the
Casey
hype's
was wrong
about.
a lot. Casey was wrong a lot last episode.
I would like to say my information was displaced. I prefer that terminology. But that shit banged at the end of the day. Yeah, no, I am loving this show so far. I have very little, if any, complaints really about how the show has been going. We just got the reveal that Wilson Fisk has now gone public, and Daredevil's not very hyped. So I'm super excited to see what happens next. Yeah, if you haven't seen our review for that episode and you want to see a grown man glaze a show, go fucking check that shit out, because I went ham on that shit. Yeah, no, I'm loving the show so far.
Casey was supporting a woman abuser.
It's it's important to look at the gray in the world. Okay, not everything's black and white, and
he went from beating a child to beating his wife. I'd say it's pretty black and white.
Well, it wasn't my fault that kid was fat.
That's not even the kid that he was beating on. That's not even on the kid.
That's very true. But no, yeah, definitely go make sure to check out that video. And if you haven't seen our episodes 1 through 8, go check those out as well. And yeah, like I said, we've been loving the show. Go show some support, comment, like, subscribe, all the things to plug the channel before we get into it. Aiden, got anything else for us?
I'm just excited to see your reaction to this episode. I feel like I say that every episode, but man, these next 2 episodes are definitely ones to...
Yeah, I'm excited to see my reaction. So, all right, let's get right into it. 3, 2, 1, bink.
Boom, Daredevil's dead.
Holy crap!
Oh my god.
Oh my god. He might
Daredevil
actually be dead.
I told you I would never lie. I think that's Fisk.
Yeah, he's on a cut right now.
It's Wesley.
Oh shit. Is this where he's gonna get his inspiration for his future sticks? By this dude beating his ass? Oh, he's gonna make a fat visit to Claire here in a second. Dude, he is getting countered right now. Holy shit. Wait, is that Nobu?
Oh.
I never seen this shit.
I don't know. Why are you asking me? I've never seen this show.
It's another dead end.
Buenos dias.
Carnita.
Look who's
or
back.
Cardenas.
Look who's back. Back again.
We fight. Yes?
Yes. See.
Man. All of you. Good.
Except you, blind one. You suck.
I haven't seen you helping. Lazy
I haven't
fuck.
seen you do shit.
He is standing on City Hall with his cronies like he's already won.
You know he can't see that.
Imagine a sea of tonal reds,
color of anger, of rage.
Trying to scam you, Matt.
Yeah, for real.
Like, what the fuck is this? Doesn't even look red.
Imagine somebody had orange and then put brown around the outside.
If I could get inside the head of the man who won the heart of such a charming woman, it would inform my decision.
Well, you could always ask him yourself.
Oh shit.
He just shit his pants a little bit, let out a little toot.
For insight into how to kill a man, I think maybe you went looking for a reason not to.
So, do you think he knows he's Daredevil, or do you think he just thinks he's some blind serial killer?
I think they're just talking hypothetically.
Crazy hypotheticals to hear from a blind man. Just saying.
No, I don't know. I don't think he thinks he's like Daredevil, but I think he's just assuming he's like struggling with a case or something like that. I don't think he's talking like literal killing advice.
Well, I guess, but he's saying the same thing he's telling, like, he tells Karen that, like, oh, I went to go see this woman in order to get like a whatever better thought process into Fisk. He basically said the same thing, but he told him more.
When?
She got.
Oh, that's Cardenas?
Yeah.
Of course Styx had to leave right before fucking the knife lesson, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I forgot how gruesome this fight is. Oh my god, he's dragging him.
God, bro.
To Miss Cardenas and her neighbors to help them relocate. We should never let good people get swallowed up by this city. I mourn this woman's death.
Bullshit.
I feel like there's somewhat truth. I think what he says is true, that he doesn't take pleasure in having to do this, but he's a big picture kind of guy.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he doesn't feel great about it, but like...
Yeah, but I wouldn't say, when he says I mourn her death, I don't believe that, but like...
Or like, that sucks what happened and shit like that, you know?
Yeah. He's definitely a means justifies the ends kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we've ever seen his, like, stash where he keeps his suit. Or he might have in the first episode. In the Born Again trailer, we clearly see he gets an upgrade, but...
Yeah.
Right now, this box is cool. Damn. I wonder if he does that every single time he gets ready. Like he does, he prays, he does like the little prayer thing.
This is a bad time for Daredevil to pop up.
The worst high ever. It was like, I don't even know if it's real. And then here's where we started. Ooh.
That was actually crazy. The flip to the midair punch is nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the gasoline he just got dunked in doesn't have anything to do with how this fight ends up.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, he's still
on
fighting.
fire and he's still fighting.
That's fucking crazy.
And
Dude,
he's still kicking his ass.
Fuck, bro. See, this is why I don't do kung fu, man. Too many sweats.
Oh yeah, that's why you don't do kung fu. Yeah, okay.
Appreciate you.
Damn, bro. Nobu's just on fire in the corner.
Must smell like shit in there.
Oh, but he got that protective suit.
That's why he wears the chainmail.
Damn, he's just King Kong smashing him right now. Look at him. He's just King Kong.
All that for
oh my god. And it's stuck to his back. So nasty. I can't. I hate that so much. Oh, imagine he missed.
Like smacks his legs.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I need to talk to you, man.
Homie needs to go see Claire ASAP.
Well, someone's not gonna be home.
It's me.
Hey, he cleaned up the apartment well,
I heard a
though.
crash.
That was 2 episodes ago.
Not the fun, sexy time kind.
I guess somebody's keeping fucking score.
I've fallen right.
Oh, his stair's still broken. See, it's not cleaned up, Casey. You don't know shit.
Well, okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just look. Matt is Daredevil.
Matt What?
So we just got done with episode 9. You want me to start, or you want to start?
I'll let you start.
Okay. I fucking love this episode.
Yeah. I feel like the big problem with this episode, the only problem I have with it, and this is maybe going to be more so for the viewers, is that I feel like we didn't have that much to say about it. Because this was just such a depressing ass episode, dude.
Yeah, this was that's exactly what I was going to say. I was like, there's not much for us to talk about. Because it was just so sad, and it's like, damn, I don't even know what to say.
The whole fucking time.
Yeah. But yeah, I love this episode. Obviously, yeah, it's sad with Mrs. Cardenas, and they have that whole scene where she's like, "We're gonna keep on fighting," and everyone's like, "Yeah," but Matt's the one who said we shouldn't because like it's Fisk, so he's gonna get what he wants one way or another.
Yeah.
And it turns out he was right.
Mm-hmm.
And that the fact that this was a whole ploy in order to get Daredevil to show up to the warehouse for Nobu to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
That fight scene's so fucking cool. There's on YouTube, there's like just a whole fight like just edited together, because the whole episode, it literally perfectly aligns the whole fight up together.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's a whole YouTube video of just the fight.
That's
and it's
sick.
So, but I love the fight. I like how you just see different parts of it, and then you get to see how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
And just the whole time, Matt is getting his ass kicked.
Yeah.
You can like tell that Nobu's just a superior fighter in every single way.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my god, was it like so gory just every time, especially when he pulled out the knife thing or whatever.
Yeah.
That when he just kept slashing him, that was so gruesome.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. And just the way that when Nobu's like dragging him, dude, that shit is so insane. And then we also got to see Daredevil and Fisk have a little showdown, which obviously like he's hurt, and so he's not gonna be at 100%. But Fisk was fucking that boy up, and throwing hands. But
yeah, Fisk was just like gorilla smashing him, just double hit fist, just banging on his body.
Which is honestly what I want to see with like a Kingpin fighting style, just some like animalistic shit.
Well, yeah, because he's not a fighter. He's not a trained fighter. He's not a boxer. He's not anything. It's just his size and strength is what just gives him the upper hand. Mm-hmm. So he just starts swinging. Like he's just like there's no like actual rhyme or anything. There's no method to his fighting. It's literally just swinging until he hits something.
Yeah. I liked this episode. I liked kind of seeing how that death takes like a toll on Matt. And again, this is somebody that suffers because he cannot take care of Fisk. We saw this with Claire. Now we're seeing it with Miss Cardenas. And you know, it's getting like closer and closer to home. And it's really cool to see him kind of like pop off. Like I love that sequence of him just like going and beating up like street level dudes to find who got her. And it's all a ploy for them to get him to the warehouse, you know, and I thought that was just a really interesting way to showcase that. Yeah, and I don't know. I don't really have that much to say.
Yeah, just the scenes with Foggy where he's just so sad and he's like, "What are we even like? How are we gonna beat someone like this?" Like that Karen's trying to. Yeah, that Karen's trying to have hope because she's the only one sort of like keeping them together. Because Matt's for sure lost hope where he's just like, "I'm just gonna go find Fisk and fucking deal with this."
Yeah.
And Foggy's just like, "I don't know how to handle this." Like. So that was an interesting thing to see. That is like how the two sides is like Foggy's like, how are we supposed to deal with this? And Matt's like, I have to.
Yeah.
And then it was just when that whole like again because it's such a sweet moment in the beginning of the episode when like them and Mrs. Cardenas are in their office. They get the plaque too. It's such a sweet moment, and then they're like, "Oh," she shows up, and it's like, "Oh, that they're trying to raise it up, but we're gonna keep fighting," and everyone's just agreeing with her, and it was just such a wholesome moment, and then but yeah, I just really enjoy this episode, mainly because of the fight scene, but also just because this is another instance where what you talked about last episode, I feel like doubles this episode with Matt just losing, taking loss after loss,
and I love like how. Every time they're like, we have the upper hand, like, oh, Fisk acquired the buildings. Oh, great. Wait, we can pin this all on him. It happened this morning. Until he's nowhere to be found. And this person is also nowhere to be found. And, you know, like, every time they're like, okay, yeah, we can do something with this, they just lose it, you know, and they can't do anything. I thought it was really interesting, and I'm excited to see kind of how Foggy is gonna react.
Foggy found out. That's how crazy way for this episode to end. That Foggy now knows.
So, I do not think Foggy's gonna be hype.
Well, it's Foggy this whole time's been saying how that the man in the black mask is a menace. He's a terrorist. That he's a cop killer. That Foggy believes that until Foggy sees proof that he just believes that the man in the mask did it.
And also, like, not even that he's directly killing people, but, like, Fisk did what he did, and, like, they know that the man in the mask and Fisk are against each other, so Fisk did what he did to get to the man in the mask, and I feel like that's really what's going to propel him to be pissed, is because he's like, you're driving him to go to these extremes.
Well, that, and also just, how would you react if you found out your friend that you've known for a while, who's also supposedly a blind man, is actually a vigilante running around beating up criminals and supposedly blowing up buildings?
Yeah, and shooting cops
so how would you react to think he's supposed to be blind? He's supposed to like
he ignores people's handshakes and shit.
So
I'm interested to see what that'll do to the dynamic of the trio and Oh. Sorry. Holy shit.
You want to get into ratings?
Yeah. You want me to take it?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think I'm going to give this episode an 8. I like it a lot. Again, it's sad as shit. It sucks to see Foggy feeling bad, and the whole group just really is getting shit on. Like, this is again the second episode in a row where it's just they lost, you know. I liked it, and I thought it was really well done.
To kind of switch things up, I think I'm gonna give this episode a 9. I think we're switched up on these two episodes. Everything you had said for the last episode, I thought the same exact way, but mainly for this episode. Because yes, Matt takes losses last episode. I just don't think they're as big as this episode.
Definitely, yeah.
So I thought everything you said last episode was great points. I just feel that, but like ×2 for this episode.
Yeah, definitely.
So I was like, I have to give this episode its flowers for that.
Of course.
Plus, again, I love the Nobu fight. And just then when we see Matt finally take on Fisk, that he's gonna realize that first off, Fisk has some sort of armoring with his when he tried stabbing him, and also that Fisk is just a beast of a man. Like he just was pummeling the crap out of him. Oh, also, wasn't this the episode where Matt meets Fisk for the first time?
Yeah, I forgot that was in this episode. Holy shit.
So exactly, that scene was really good when he goes to all the scenes with the priest where he's like, do you believe in the devil? The priest gives that whole story saying yes, I've seen the devil. That so Matt thinking that he went to go meet Vanessa and see to see who Fisk is and like why he should kill him or how he can hurt him. That the father was like, I think you went to see why you can't kill him. That now you know he has someone that loves him that will mourn him if he dies.
Well, it's cool in that story where he's like, the man that they thought was the devil was not the devil. It was the man that thought he was responsible for killing the devil and the guy that hacked him up. And that's just, I mean, a metaphor on Fisk and Daredevil.
That Matt thinks that he's the devil.
Yeah, thinks that Fisk is the devil.
Yeah, Fisk is the devil.
But him being the one that feels like he has to take him out is making him more so the devil.
Making him just that scene with, and then when he finally meets Fisk, the way that he gets all tensed up, you can literally see it. You can see all his muscles tensing, his face drops that facade, that smile, he clenches his fist, that whole thing, and then he has to act like he's like all buddy sort of with Fisk.
And he's just kind of like, fuck the art, I don't even give a shit.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed this episode, so yeah, I feel like I have to give it a 9.
Of course.
But
this is a good one. And last few episodes have been at a great pace, and I'm loving the show so far. Hopefully you guys are loving our reactions to it and us watching it.
Just again, this episode was such a heartbreak of an episode that it's hard to react to, that it's hard to like give some sort of reaction, especially what we're trying to do of a reactions type. So
I know it's like hard to like crack jokes when it's like Jesus. It's easier to do when a dad's beating his son or some other kid.
Yep.
But yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure to leave a like, comment. Thank you so much if you made it to the end. Any final comments?
I'm just hyped for the next episode. Next episode, I think, is easily one of the top 3 best episodes of the whole series.
Damn.
If I'm gonna be honest.
Damn. Okay. Well, I'm super excited to watch it, and we will see you guys in that episode.
We are currently on episode 10. Now, this episode is, in my personal opinion, top 3 episode of the whole series. This episode, I really enjoy it and I love it, and I hope Casey does. If you're new to the channel, what we've been doing is just going through shows that either I have seen or Casey hasn't. For example, like Daredevil, or shows that Casey has seen and I haven't, or just stuff that we both haven't seen, or if it's something we haven't seen in a long time and we just feel like watching it. We're just kind of here to just have fun and watch stuff, and we thought this would be a cool way of doing it.
Yeah, been loving Daredevil so far. Last episode was really depressing, so I'm really hoping this one lightens the mood a little bit.
Yeah, you want to give us a little recap on what happened last episode?
Last episode, Matt got his shit rocked. Miss Cardenas died. And Foggy was going through that the whole episode. And we saw Matt getting his ass kicked throughout the whole episode by Nobu. Nobu died. We saw the first interaction between Fisk and Daredevil. And,
Twice in two different instances. First, we got Matt Murdock
yep.
and Wilson Fisk, and then we got Daredevil and Wilson Fisk.
Yep, and the episode culminated? Yeah, culminated in Foggy unmasking Daredevil to find out that it is Matt. So I'm very interested to see where this goes.
Yeah, doing that while you're drunk too is crazy. Imagine seeing that your best friend's a super vigilante / terrorist, and while you're fucking drunk,
like plastered.
Yeah, while you're plastered.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm super excited to get right into it, and let's go ahead and do it.
Oh, I just realized I forgot. I gotta set the mood.
Exactly. I'm gonna do just white because my pasty white skin will reflect the screen like a motherfucker. All right, starting in 3, 2, 1.
By the way, if you don't like this episode, we definitely cannot continue the channel. Not to put any pressure on you. Not to put any pressure. Why would you open it? Why would you open it? Why would you open it? You don't need to. You don't need
it. He wants to get a little taste, a little hit.
Very coppery today.
Oh, I must be cut.
But I guess you already knew that, huh? Fuck. Just tell me one thing, Matt. Are you even really blind?
Yeah, see, I feel like that's everyone's first question when they find out. Like, I feel like that's a very valid question.
I know this episode's going to be insane with how early the intro is.
That's crazy. Imagine, like, you just have to ask, because it's just like, there's no way you're pretending to be blind so nobody would ever suspect you. That's almost as bad as, like, season 1 of the Flash Harrison Wells type beat. Like, that's almost as bad as that.
Pretending to be paralyzed.
Pretending to be in a wheelchair so nobody would suspect him to be the Reverse Flash. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, I heard about you when you were a kid. What you did, saving that guy crossing the street.
That's crazy that he knows about that.
He has some street cred.
Yeah, that's actually cool.
Most people dance around me like I'm made of glass. I hate that.
Yeah, you're just a guy, right? A really, really good-looking guy.
Matt's like, I'm not into that.
Yeah, that's kind of a crazy, like, first thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know a good place to get a cup of coffee on campus?
No.
Well, lucky for you, I do, and it's filled with luscious co-eds.
I wish this was my roommate experience. I wish, bro. Oh my god, would I have loved to have that? To have Foggy as a roommate. Oh.
Would we call, trying to get you to come out for drinks? Trying to find you when bombs are going off, and we're worried? You just hit ignore?
Well, he usually doesn't have his phone on him.
I don't carry my phone when I vigilante.
Yeah. I don't need to be beating up people and then they just hear Foggy while I'm beating the crap out of them. Doesn't really instill
Come
fear.
get drinks! Get off that broad!
Yeah.
Screw you. I just lied to somebody that I care about. I want to know everything. And don't you leave a damn thing out.
This is a place.
Ned didn't have that reaction.
Ned was like, cool, man.
I get to be the guy in the chair.
Yeah.
I think your best work is still ahead.
You keep sweet talking. I'm gonna climb in there with you.
Your heart rate's about to go.
Keep those doonies down.
Your heart rate's about to go insane.
Oh, okay.
I thought she
that
died.
scared the shit out of me. I thought she fucking died. Oh my God. I was like, ain't no way.
I know how it sounds.
I don't think that you do.
He did more than start my training. He taught me that my blindness wasn't a disability. That
He was like a father to me until he destroyed the thing that my gift to him and told me to go fuck myself.
And dipped.
I said I love him and he said fuck you and left. I fought him like 3 days ago.
He's actually over. That's why my apartment's trash.
Are you telling me that since I've known you, anytime I wasn't telling the truth, you knew?
How often were you lying?
Yeah. Well, why are you lying to him?
Oh God, we should be studying.
You're gonna graduate summa cum laude. You can take a night off, you nerd.
You be.
They did a really good job of making them look younger, especially Charlie Cox. Charlie Cox looks like
Matt
10
looks
years younger.
way younger.
Like shaving his facial hair really fucking just.
Yeah.
And
he got a baby face.
yeah, and like combing his hair in a different way is really helped.
Yeah.
Yes, we sit and we forage for hamburgers and more.
I wonder how old they are.
Well, if they're in college, they're like from like 18 to what, 22, 21?
No way. They gotta be like 24 or some shit. Like 25.
Oh, well, it's law school, so yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want my hand shaking while I stitched him up. He got cut pretty bad over his eye. Boxing match. You win? No.
I'm surprised he never heard of him.
Yeah, that's weird that he heard of Matt and what he did, but never heard of the boxer.
Murdoch and Nelson, attorneys at law.
Nelson and Murdoch. Sounds better. You think?
Yeah, trust me.
I love
Me and
this.
you, pal.
I love these
Yeah,
scenes.
this is so
We're gonna
cool.
do this.
Nice to keep the wheels on the wagon. Get you a bump, better benefits. You know, for whatever comes up.
I'll think about it.
He's trying to give you basically give you a layup here, bro. Like, come on, take it.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell you he knows without telling you straight up he knows that you need money. Oh, they have the Incredible Hulk poster in the back and the newspaper in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it said Trouble in Harlem, and it shows like I think Hulk punching Abomination.
Oh, yeah. Harlem Terror and
Yeah.
Battle of New York.
I'd never noticed that one.
I appreciate your support in the matter.
Sure, why not? We're all in this together, right? What's left of us?
Yeah, half the organization
Yeah, damn.
is gone. 2 out of the what 4 if we're not including Fisk.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Russians and then now
Well,
Nobu.
wouldn't it be 4 including Fisk? Because it was Nobu, the Russians, the old lady, and Fisk.
Oh, and Leland.
So you've never gone that far?
No. But I wanted to. After Elena. After everything Fisk
Well,
had
he
done.
did technically kill Nobu.
I went to a warehouse I thought he'd be at.
Self-defense.
The gas and fire killed Nobu.
Yeah, all those incidents were caused by Nobu. Matt just hit the
You
thing
gotta
with
have
his stick.
executioner.
Foggy. What are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna steal as many bagels as I can fit in.
I love how Foggy just goes with it.
Yeah.
See, I love this. He didn't argue. He didn't get upset. He's just like,
He's ready to slide.
yeah.
Come on, Mother Teresa, let's go save the world.
Oh my god, I love Foggy. I love Foggy. Foggy's the best.
Say what you need to say.
Fuck you, Matt. That's what.
Maybe it isn't only about justice, Matt. Maybe it's about you having an excuse to hit someone. Maybe you just can't stop yourself.
I don't want to stop.
Damn.
Wow.
That was hard.
But I like how Foggy is able to figure it out. He's like the only way you could have done something like that is if you trained and prepared yourself to do something like this.
We could just knock. See?
Karen.
Come in. She said come in.
Karen's acting weird as fuck.
Yeah, this is definitely like somebody she knows.
That's just so weird. She's just like, why don't we just talk
She'd
to
be like,
someone?
Hi, Mom.
Oh, look, there's
Hi,
this
girl.
room.
And what's his name? Your son.
Wilson.
Oh!
It's a pleasure to see you. Thank you so much for the donation.
This just looks like a dude I would not fuck with, to be honest.
Why not? What's wrong with him?
Like the way he talks to people. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, it's politics, you know? He's got to act like he likes everyone.
Yeah, but he also acts like he's like, oh, thank you. like, I don't know.
Vanessa!
Oh, fuck. If Vanessa dies...
Uh-huh.
Did Leland do it? He didn't drink.
He has a drink in his hand.
You really think that anyone would believe that I didn't know what you were doing? That Karen didn't know?
This city needs me in that mask, Foggy.
Oh my god.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it does. But I don't. I only never needed my friend.
Damn.
I don't like seeing Charlie Cox cry. That shit breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Foggy.
Foggy, please give me my walking stick.
Foggy, please come back. Foggy, can you give me a water, please? I'm thirsty. Foggy.
Nelson and Murdoch, attorneys at law.
Damn, that's a pretty good drawing.
Yeah, that's a very solid drawing.
Foggy, come back,
when,
please.
This is like when Big Time Rush ended.
Oh,
that was a fire episode.
Oh my god. Every time that episode gets me right in the feels. Ugh.
Should we get into reviews?
Yes. You want to start us off?
Yeah. So first off, during the review, if I'm a little distracted, apologies. My dog decided this was the main episode to fuck with me the entire time. So that was amazing. So I don't know what happened. No, I'm just kidding. But no, this was a great episode. I really like getting to see the flashbacks of what happened to Matt and Foggy in college and seeing how their friendship kind of started. And it's interesting seeing kind of like some of their like inside jokes with each other through the years that we've like seen them mention. Yeah, I thought it was really well done. That was definitely like the highlight of the episode for me.
For sure.
The Karen stuff was okay. And I get where it was going, you know, and it was important for Ben and his story and where he's going to be going. But yeah, I mean, really just every interaction between Matt and Foggy was incredible.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, top 3 episode of the series for me personally. I love this episode. I love the flashbacks of how Matt and Foggy meet, and just the way that Matt says how like, oh, when people like meet me or see me, they treat me like glass, like I'm fragile. Like they don't even try to mention the blindness. Wow. Foggy is just like treating him like he's just a normal dude.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. Yeah, and then seeing like how their friendship like grew, like when they were just both talking about like what they're gonna do after they graduate, when they go and sit on the steps, and then we get the whole Nelson and Murdoch AVOCADOS, you know. Really see how they come up with their name of Nelson Murdoch. Then we get to their whole thing at Landman and Zach, and then we find out that why they didn't want to work there anymore. And just the way that Foggy's just been ride or die for Matt from day one. The way he's just that he's like, oh, I really don't want to quit here. Like, you know, we have such a chance to we're gonna get actual jobs here, and we're gonna get so much money, and we could possibly change it. And Matt's like, in 10 or 15 years, at that point, it's gonna be too late. Like, I'd rather try to make a difference now. So then Foggy, without even complaining, whining, bitching about it once, he goes, grabs a box, and he's like, okay, well, let's go.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I love that scene too, and I feel like it just kind of like showed their relationship really well, and it was also cool getting to learn what got him into putting on the mask.
Yeah.
And what was the final like breaking point?
That he's been that ever since he got his powers, he had been hearing different crimes and stuff, but he'd been trying to like hold himself back because of what he promised his dad, how he wouldn't fight, he would just use his brain. But then that just the dad and his daughter, and then he tried doing it the right way, calling child services, but there's nothing they could do, and it was still going to happen. So he decided to take matters into his own hands, and just and then the way that Foggy sees it, Foggy isn't blinded by it like how Claire was. That Foggy knows that Matt's just doing this because he wants to, that he likes it. That when he says how like you had to have been training since Stick. So since he was like 10 years old, 12 years old.
Yeah.
He had been training from that point until however old he was when he finally went out and started doing this.
Yeah.
That, like,
you think he's just in the dorm hitting like mean kicks when Foggy was out? Like he was just doing like
yeah,
flips
probably
and
or
shit?
something. Yeah, just any chance he got whenever he was alone, just start doing crazy stuff.
He looks around. He's like does a backflip. Still
Foggy's
got
not
it.
here. Man, I'm still so cool. Then probably the biggest reveal of this episode was that Wilson Fisk's mother, who was said in the news to have been dead, is still alive under a different name and in like a hospice place. So
yep.
That.
And yeah, we also saw like Fisk's girl get poisoned.
Yeah. That
everyone's pretty crazy.
Everyone's been talking to him saying how she's a weakness that could be exploited and that she's pulling too much of his attention away, and then now finally something happens and she gets poisoned, and it wasn't even just her, it was the whole place, that just anyone who drank the champagne.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then we got the scene with Ben and his wife, which was so sad. It was so heartfelt at first, but then when she, like, you can see that actress did a great job. You can see on her face when the reset, you literally see like the reset button being hit, and all of a sudden just, oh hey.
Yeah.
And that was just such a heartbreaking scene. And then right after that scene, he gets told, we're gonna have to kick you out because you guys haven't paid and there's nothing else we can do.
Yeah. No, yeah. Just an all around like really great episode.
Mm-hmm.
Again, another very depressing episode, but like these emotional episodes hit really good in Daredevil.
Also, you get the boss trying to like help Ben by saying like, oh, this guy quit being an editor, he retired, so there's a spot. And like you can tell he obviously knows that Ben needs money because they're obviously close friends, so he probably knows that whatever's happening to his wife is happening, so he's like, oh yeah, you can get a little extra more money, benefits, in case you need something like that, who you don't know.
Wink, wink, nudge.
Yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I like this episode a lot.
Yeah.
You want to lead us in rankings?
Yeah. I'm giving this episode easily a 10 out of 10. I have no issues with this episode whatsoever. I love every single aspect of it. Again, this just increases my love for the Foggy and Matt dynamic. The way that especially that scene of them, like, just Charlie Cox and I can't think of the actor that plays Foggy, but the two of them in that scene just hanging out, chilling, like they felt like actual friends.
Every scene where it's just those two is just such a banger scene.
Yeah, and it's just, and then when Foggy's like talking to him and like saying how it's gonna be like pretty hard for people not to think that me and Karen are involved in what you do.
Yeah.
Especially if they find out that
they're gonna be put at risk.
Yeah, so that you're putting them at risk, and that Foggy hated having to lie to Karen, and that just this whole episode of Foggy finding out what makes Matt like work or why he does what he does was really just interesting. And then that ending was so heartbreaking where Foggy just leaves. And then that line of just saying that, like, that Matt's like, oh, the city needs me. And Foggy's like, oh, well, I don't. All I needed was my friend. It was so heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah, and watching Charlie Cox break down. Ooh, that got me. The tear down his eye during that one
scene.
When
he was like just lying down and you just see the tear.
Yeah. Banger episode. I think I'm going to give this one a 9. I loved it. I thought it was great. Everything, like I said, with Foggy and Matt was incredible. And I can't really think of anything I didn't love so much. So yeah. Any final thoughts?
Just Matt's gonna need to get an upgrade soon because this whole getup's not working for him.
Not cutting it. This shit is not cutting it.
Really has a whole box filled of this fabric that's just getting him fucked over every episode.
Yeah, I know. I don't even know how he's like patching it up if he can't sew apparently.
So,
but yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching episode 10 with us. And we will see you guys in episode 11.
We'll have a nurse come check you out.
I'm coming with her.
Sorry, we can't have you in there, sir.
Don't you know who I am?
Doesn't matter.
Damn. He got stopped by a nurse. Daredevil can't stop him, but this tiny nurse stopped him. Crazy. The true hero.
That's actually, that's actually one of Marvel's strongest heroes right there, was that nurse.
I can't get a hold of Foggy, and there's nobody at the office. What the hell is going on?
I gotta go my own way. What about us?
It's kind of crazy that I was singing that song too. It's kind of crazy. I was like thinking, what's that High School Musical song? I was like, what? I was like, there's a song that goes perfectly for this.
And what about trash?
What kind of car was it? Please.
How the fuck would I know?
Japanese. And it was my fault.
Oh, you get it? Japanese? Because Nobu kicked his ass.
Nobu the car.
A little early for beer, isn't it?
I'm in pain. I got hit by a car. Fuck off. Like, don't gotta explain why I'm drinking beer.
So where were you when this car hit you?
Doesn't matter.
Bro, Karen's asking the most unimportant questions. Where were you when the car hit you? It's like, what?
On the road.
Yeah, like, where do you think I was? I was taking a shit and a car just came in and hit me. Like, damn, bro. Foggy's had it rough. Damn, bro.
Oh, he's definitely at that one chick's apartment.
You got somewhere to be?
Yeah.
Lock the door behind you when you leave.
He went.
Damn.
Late night booty call, but I feel like Foggy was the booty call. I don't think she was.
No, but the three of the others who drank whatever that was have passed.
Ooh.
Passed.
Not great odds, but she is the main character, so.
Well, I wouldn't say main
That's
character.
side character.
Wouldn't say main character. Wouldn't really even say side character, but yeah.
She's a character, okay? She has a name. Her name is Purp.
Oh, hey, look, Claire. Hey.
Hello, Claire.
At least I got to see you with your shirt off again. So, hey, it's not all bad.
I hope she shows up in Born Again.
Yeah, that'd be sick. I mean, she is under the Disney
Yeah,
umbrella.
she is with Disney, so it's not the craziest thing to ask for.
The only thing I know without a doubt is you don't get to be the man at the top without making enemies looking to tear you down to the ground.
I think Daredevil did it. I think he poisoned all those people.
Why he's getting beaten up by Nobu and yelled at by Foggy? Took a 5-minute timeout and poisoned everyone.
Said, time, Foggy, stop bitching for a second.
I gotta go poison people. Okay, what were you saying, Foggy? About me being a criminal or something? About me being
Oh, yeah, that's bullshit, Foggy. Why would you say that?
What do you even do? Like, she's poisoned.
Leland thinks
like
it might have been Nobu's men.
Just get the poison out.
She drinking through champagne. Like, it's not like a snake bite or something. Like, the champagne didn't bite her on her leg. Like,
just starts sucking on her mouth.
Yeah, like what the hell?
You gotta get it out.
Until we know for certain, I suspect everyone.
Yeah, I feel like Leland did it.
But he was holding a glass.
Yeah, I know. I feel like he did that because, like, obviously, he wouldn't poison himself.
But what if he accidentally took a sip? That wouldn't be very smart, so, you know.
Well, he did it.
But he could have.
Yeah, if he was fucking stupid and wanted to poison himself. It's like, oh, fuck, I forgot I put poison in this. He was making way too much noise about, like, I almost got poisoned. Okay, I didn't even drink it, but I almost did. Everybody saw that, okay?
I'll have Leland attend to it.
I want it done quietly. Handle it yourself.
I'll have the papers messenger to your penthouse.
I feel like Wesley dies. I just don't know how. Like, I feel like Wesley is not making it to season 2. He did not get brought back for the next season. But I just don't know how he goes. I still think it's Vlad. I feel like he's gonna come out of the shadows. Just one of these fucking
we find out he
episodes.
survived. He just comes out.
Yeah, and he's still injured though. He's still covered in blood and injured, like he never recovered.
He's the doctor that's operating on Vanessa.
Yeah, he drops his mask and shoots Wesley.
What is it? I don't understand though. I don't get what you do. You just give her a bunch of fucking like different vitamins and shit. Like yeah, like I don't know. Shit.
Light a candle.
Yeah. Like, here, have some ibuprofen real quick. Like I don't know what the fuck.
This right here, it's Alka-Seltzer.
Yeah.
Drink that.
Cranberry juice. It'll help you piss out the poison. Like this fight was bad.
God, that one gets me, bro.
And then he got dragged. And then he got dragged with that thing. So that definitely like tore something.
How is she? She hasn't woken up.
See, I can't feel bad for him.
Why
It's
not?
like I get it sucks, but he made my boy Foggy sad when he killed Mrs. Cardenas, so he deserves his pain.
Who the hell cares? She said she'd stand with us if it comes to that.
You believe her?
I don't know, maybe.
Wow, Leland. So did you do anything useful?
He talked to her. Sort of.
Yeah, and found nothing out.
He found that she might help him and might not have killed Vanessa and might have done nothing.
But there's also a chance she did do something.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Who came to visit you?
Oh shit.
That rat bitch. That stupid rat whore. Can't believe she just sold out Karen like that. Karen and Ben.
She may be a confused old woman.
She's a confused
but
old
she's also
bitch.
a snitch.
She's a snitch at that. I think you're gonna have a lot of respect for this guy in 2 seconds, Casey.
Yo! In the bottle too. This guy is fucking awesome.
Saw you that shook that shit up too right before he drank it.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
see, he knows what's up.
Man of class.
Keys.
You want us to drive you?
No, I want as many men on him.
Why would I ask for the keys if I wanted you to drive me? Give me the keys so then I can hand it back to you so I can be the big shot of this. so I can show you who's in charge. Like,
Give me the keys. You drive.
That wasn't very nice.
This dude reminds me of like the giant baby from Invincible.
It's funny that you mentioned the 8-year-old, the giant from Invincible, because that's exactly who he basically is.
Yeah.
That he's like got this crazy strength and he's actually really smart or whatever, but then like yeah.
So you do work for Fisk?
Just said no when he asked. Said no. Betsy wouldn't like it.
Oh my god, this is like the sweetest character we've met in this whole show. This guy's so.
He didn't want to do it. He didn't want to do anything. You know, he just wants to sit around.
And he likes yoo-hoos.
Yeah, he just wants to sit around and drink his yoo-hoos. You know. But like, Fisk wouldn't allow that.
Dude, that was like the sweetest character in this whole show. I love that guy. That was so wholesome. Can he get a spin-off? Fuck Born Again. Give me like the suit maker and he's just like like a mice and men just making suits all day.
Drinking yoo-hoos.
Yeah.
Be nice if you and Matt could get your heads out of your asses and help do something about it. Before there's nothing left of Hell's Kitchen to fight for.
Not gonna lie. You gotta be a different kind of motherfucker to just go to a bar and finish a whole bottle. Like, I could never, bro. I'm like 2 beers. I'm like, Jesus, man.
Well, I wouldn't say Foggy looked sober. Like I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say that Foggy's like able to down his alcohol perfectly. Like
I don't know, man. I'd be fucking sitting there like glass 3. I'd be like,
oh shit. You feel like people would remember that. Like they're like people would be like, why does the name Fisk sound familiar?
Didn't your dad run for mayor?
Yeah. Damn, Wesley can be effective when he wants to be.
Yeah, holy shit. If it's really skinny white blonde women,
yeah,
Wesley's your guy. I feel like it's been a long time since he hasn't picked up.
Yeah, I don't think Wesley's ever not let it go after like a ring.
Yeah.
This page.
Oh my god! I fucking knew it. I fucking knew Wesley was gonna die,
when you
bro.
started talking about it, you're like, yeah, there's no way Wesley makes it to season 2 that you still think he was gonna die. I was like trying to remember if this was the episode, and then as soon as he got the phone call, I go, oh shit.
Right when he was like, I'm gonna go do this by myself, and I haven't told Fisk, I was like, oh, he's cooked. Like, he's cooked right now.
She unloaded the
Karen's killed more people than fucking than Matt.
Or she said that you think this is the first time I ever shot someone, so.
No, the fuck was she? Like a bounty hunter or something?
Damn. Well, R.I.P. Wesley.
Or Wesley.
And that's how
Wesley
episode 11 ends.
Wesley's cool as shit.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right.
So that was episode 11.
Yeah, take us in.
Well, I really enjoyed this episode. It's like a nice little calmer episode compared to the last like 3 that we've gotten.
Yeah.
It's still the fallout of both now the party and Vanessa getting poisoned, and then Matt and Foggy that they haven't talked to each other. That Karen has to play like the middleman and goes to talk to both of them, trying to get them both. She tried to convince Matt to tell her like what's going on, but obviously Matt's not gonna say. We got a nice little scene with Matt and Claire where it's just like she's patching him up, saying she's gonna leave the city for a little bit, and them two basically talking about why they wouldn't work out together.
Yeah.
Then we get, you know, the whole all the hospital stuff was really like just seeing Fisk. We've never seen Fisk so like not only emotional but just distraught like that, where he just doesn't even know what to say or do.
Yeah.
And then, you know, Wesley is just like the man for Fisk. Like he's Fisk's Foggy. He's ride or die. Like just whatever Fisk needs, he takes care of it. Then he gets the phone call from the mom, so he's like, I'll go handle business. And yeah, it's been a pretty good episode. I really liked it.
Yeah, I appreciate that this episode's like there is some pretty heavy stuff here. Obviously, we're seeing like Foggy's perspective on everything, and he's not doing super well, and Fisk and Wesley dies. But it feels a lot less heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
Than the last few.
Yeah.
Which I really like. It was a nice little like change of pace for a second, because like, I mean, if you've been keeping up with the reviews, like, Jesus, these last few episodes have been fucking brutal.
Yeah.
Like, like good, don't get me wrong, but like just a lot of shit going on. So it was a nice little change of pace. You know, we see Matt finally get ready to put on a suit that's like,
he meets Melvin Potter, who in the comics is a supervillain known as Stilts Man, where he wears stilts. But yeah, so he finally meets him, and he's got him working on a super special secret project. Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah.
I like how this episode's
really like
shot.
This episode.
I like how
this episode's one of the better shot ones, I think.
I like I love the scene of just when Matt opens up his closet and when he's just standing there, and just the background, like the whole lighting, everything, and then even when he opened up the box, so he's just like standing, like it feels like every time Matt opens up that chest, he contemplates whether he puts on the costume or not. Like it takes him like a good like 5 or 6 seconds before he goes, okay, well, it's time to go on patrol. And then,
and I like the way that scene with Foggy was shot
in the bar.
At the bar,
yeah.
Oh my god!
Oh, and we got Foggy.
Where it's like red on his face though, and
and we got
and Marcy.
Foggy and Marcy. You know, Foggy's late night booty call, but she seems to be the man in the relationship.
No, she's definitely fucking him.
She just goes, "Oh wow, you and Matt, you guys were friends for so long. I'd ask what's wrong, but I don't really give a shit. Bye." And then just dips.
Lock it behind you.
Yeah, she just literally wanted Foggy there just to have sex, and then she dipped.
Yeah. The Karen stuff was actually pretty good this episode.
Yeah,
I like the Karen stuff.
She goes to every single person she knows and tries to convince them that this is a story worth telling about.
Which she is so wrong
Which she's so wrong about, because every one of her plot points is Fisk killed his dad 40 years ago, probably a statute of limitation by now. 12 years old, protecting his mother.
His mom, who would say it happened. Like, if he really wanted to go, it didn't happen. His mom's, like, insane.
His mom has, like,
losing her mind.
Yeah, so you have no proof other than just...
an old lady.
Yeah, you have no proof other than an old lady who one moment could forget about everything she said.
Yeah.
And then we got Ben, who's been looking at... who saw, like, an old picture, I guess, and you can see the vote for Billy Fisk. Or Bill Fit, whatever. One of his campaign posters. So maybe that gives him an idea for something.
Yeah. I'm interested to see where that goes, because like everyone just assumed he left, so I don't really know how he's gonna expose that. But yeah, I am curious to see what they do with that, and if that ends up helping them at all.
So who do you think's responsible for the whole poisoning scheme?
I don't even know. I think it's Leland. That's like my main guess right now, is that Leland did it. If not, I think it's somebody we haven't met.
It's gonna be like a third party we haven't been introduced to yet.
Yeah.
Interesting. We are coming down on the final 2 episodes.
The Japanese.
Yeah, you don't think it's the Japanese?
I don't think it's the Japanese, and I don't think it's Zhao. I don't know. Leland's just kind of like a weird dude.
But yeah, again, this episode's really nice. It's much calmer. I love the whole thing of just like, you can tell Matt's injured. Like when he goes to
when he's fighting,
when he stopped Turk.
Yeah.
When he first punched Turk, he like grabbed his side because he's like, like he definitely, his stitches and wounds are still fresh. And then when he's fighting Melvin, he was actually like doing very good at the beginning, and then he like hit one too many punches, so then that definitely opened up a few stitches. But yeah. Do you want to start us off with a rating?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give this episode a 9. I really like this episode. I like the introduction of obviously the suit maker. I love the mystery going on with who poisoned Vanessa. The Wesley end was so good to me. Like, I just love the way that dude talks. Like the way he just like delivers each line was just so good.
So calm, and like he shows no emotion whatsoever. He's just very calm and like analytical about
very,
everything
like,
he
calculated.
says.
Yeah, about like everything he's saying, and the Foggy stuff was really great. I really don't have any complaints about this episode. I really liked it.
Yeah. When we first started this episode, I was like, oh, I remember this episode being okay, whatever. I was like, an 8.5. But then I forgot that this is the episode where Wesley dies. So, and that scene just is really good with how he explains to, like, he's giving Karen first a job opportunity. It's like, if you can go and convince these people you've told Fisk is a bad person to, that he's not a bad person, bygones be bygones. And then she's like, oh, what if I don't? Then he's like, okay, well, first we're going to kill Ben, because he's probably the only other person that knows as much as you. Then we're going to kill Matt and Foggy, and then anyone else you care about, and then we'll kill you.
I will say it was an interesting tactic with, like, putting the gun on the table. loaded.
I don't
like,
think
I'm shocked that, like, he would have just like I feel like he should have just held it and like pointed it at her.
I don't think he thought he was gonna get a phone call. I think that's definitely what screwed him over. Funny enough, it's Fisk calling him, so Fisk is sort of the reason he's died.
1000% knows something up.
Yeah, well, yeah, because now he's called him like what 3 times and he hasn't answered.
Yeah, but it is pretty interesting. Sorry, just real quick, how the last few episodes, we had Daredevil like losing, like we have been talking about. You know, he's getting his ass kicked and getting baited, and it looks like Fisk very much has an upper hand. But then this episode is, like we were saying, not as heavy, and Fisk is just getting shit on. Like,
Fisk is just losing. Yeah. For the last few episodes, we've been hearing just Fisk, everyone telling Fisk that he's weaker now because of Vanessa. Then now this party thing happens, and now Wesley's dead, so he can't even reach his number 1 guy. So that's like, it's very interesting.
I'm interested to see how he kind of like navigates shit now that that his boy's gone.
Yeah, we're on the final 2 episodes, penultimate episodes next. Casey, you excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked.
Any thoughts or theories on how like this season's gonna end? Do you think Fisk gets captured? Do you think they take him down by the law? Or how do you think? What do you think?
Oh, I don't even know. I don't. Do I think I don't even know what he could get in trouble for. I mean, I know what he could get in trouble for, but like they don't really have shit to like pin on him to like really get him in jail. So I don't know if he'll get in jail. I think it'll end with like Daredevil figuring out what he has to do to kind of protect the city better, and obviously getting his suit, and Nelson and Murdoch starting again. And then, I don't know, for Fisk, though, I don't know if he'll be, like, in office or anything. Maybe he will be in office. Maybe it will end with him, like, getting governor, or what is he running for? Senate? I don't know.
Is he running for anything? I don't think he's running for anything now.
Oh, is he just, like, talking?
Yeah, he just came to light, and yeah, he's just being a political figure, but I don't think anything specific, just like a financial political leader.
Yeah, I think he's still gonna be like a political figure. I don't think they like expose everything this season.
For Brave New World, not Brave New World, Born Again, because that's how Echo ends. Echo ends with him running for mayor, so I think that will be to Born Again.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see kind of where this goes. What about you? Any theories?
Well, I think Daredevil does something, Kingpin does something, and then the credits.
Maybe Foggy will.
And then, then the credits roll.
Well, if y'all have been... go ahead.
So you're wrong about Vlad killing...
I still think he's out there. Vlad's coming back. Team Vlad. # Team Vlad. Bring back Vlad. He's just chilling in some like basement or something. He's not dead. Mark my words right here.
Clip it. He is not dead.
Yeah, clip it right here. He's not dead. But if y'all have been enjoying these episodes, please let us know. Feel free to like, to comment, to subscribe. And if this is the first episode that you're tuning in on, then you're way too deep, man. You gotta go all the way back. Go check them out.
Yeah, if there's any other shows or movies you want us to check out, watch, let us know in the comments.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See ya.